Well, back to doing these when I originally did them. 9:30 at night. I woke up very late. Went to sleep about midnight last night, and I got up at 7:30. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not going to discuss it here. So I must have just needed the rest, man. I must have needed it. That's the way it goes, right? So thank you for being here this late at night. I appreciate it. And welcome to the Daily Trudge. My name is Dion. I will be your host. And of course, if you're here, please say hello, whether watching the live or the rewatch. You are not required to say a darn thing, though. So even if you're like, I don't even want Dion to know I'm here because I don't go back and look. Why should I? Right? So let's go ahead and get started on it. It is going to be out of As Bill Sees It, page 21. Yeah, even though I woke up late or whatever, I'm still required to do what it is that I need to do for the day. So one of the first things that I did was go to a meeting. I went to a meeting I don't usually go to, so that was kind of cool. You know, I certainly don't want to have a bad attitude because well, why have it? All right. Citizens again. Each of us in turn, that is, the member who gets the most out of the program spares a very large amount of time on the 12-step work in the early years. That was my case, and perhaps I should not have stayed sober with less work. So we do utilize a 12-step from the very beginning, to help keep us sober. How is that? Experience, strength, and hope. So when you go to a meeting and you share your experience, your strength, and hope, that's what you're doing. You're helping others, right? Oh, but I bitch a lot. That's okay. You want to know why? Because we went through it too. We did. Okay. So it's okay. It's all right. However, sooner or later, most of us are presented with other obligations to family, friends, and country. As you will remember, the 12th step also refers to practicing these principles in all of our affairs. Therefore, I think your choice of whether to take a particular 12th step job is to be found in your own conscience. No one else can tell you for certain what you ought to do at that particular time. Okay, so when we help other people, it doesn't necessarily have to be another alcoholic, it can be anybody. Maybe somebody's going through a tough day. So you teach them how to restart their day. Remember, they're normies. They're going to pick this shit up like that. Okay? They're going to pick it up like that. Oh, I didn't think of it that way. Is that what you do? Yeah. I start for me, I got to do it all the time. But you can always start your day over. Did you know that? Yeah. The 12 steps aren't restricted to people with alcoholism. No, that's why there's NA. That's why there's CA. That's why there's GA. That's why there's OA. Because these steps work. They do work. I just know that you were expected at some point, but let's talk about that. Time. Okay? Because you do still have an obligation to your family, okay? To your friends, to maybe your job, okay? I'm going through something with my job right now. I tried to tell them I'm not a good employee. I'm not. I do things like sleep till 7:30 at night. Tried to warn them. I told them. So we're going to have to figure something else out. It's the way it is. It's the way it is, right? It isn't going to stop me from doing service work. I do service work all the live long day. Why? Because I enjoy it. It is the number one thing that I do is service work. Right? And consistent. So every day I try and help somebody. That's why I'm doing the Daily Trudge, even though it's later at night. Doesn't matter. There's still a couple people here, and maybe they needed something out of it. Maybe, just maybe, I was supposed to sleep that late so that I did this late so that other people could enjoy it. I don't know, but I'd rather think of it that way. Wouldn't you? Isn't it a much easier way to live? To like not be a dick to yourself? Yeah. I just know that you are expected at some point to do more than carry the message of AA to other alcoholics. In AA, we aim not only for sobriety, we try again to become citizens of the world that we rejected. And that's the part I kind of wanted to get to. Hey, Chris, it's good to see you, huh? It's good to see you, dude. I almost called you hun. I saved that for the girls. I call all girls hun, except one person. There's one person I do not call hun. That is my wife. I call her babe. I hardly ever say her real name. So, Kathy, good to see you. Good to see you, honey. So we not only aim for sobriety, we try again to become citizens of the world that we rejected and a world that kind of rejected us with stigma. You saw me at the meeting. Oh, at the 8:30 meeting? Yeah. Yeah. And a little announcement. I'm moving back up north. I'm actually moving up to 104th and Grant here in like the next 2 weeks to a month. So I still won't be that close to you, just on the opposite side of town. But you'll be seeing me at more of those meetings, Chris. So awesome. I didn't see you there, but I didn't look either. In the world that once rejected us. Oh, well, there it was. And this was the ultimate demonstration towards which 12-step work is the first, but not the final step. I want you to catch a couple of things here, because this is what I'm catching. Number one, of a world that didn't even want us while we were in our cups. Do you blame them? No, I don't. You've got to get past that. Is it okay? No, it's not cool. Right? But if I let that stop me from doing what I need to do, I'm going to have a hard life. It's going to be tough for me to do the 12-step work. See, our stories turn into gold, and once they turn into gold, they love listening to us. Okay? They don't want to hear about all the problems. They got their own. Right? So there again, 12-step work is also going out and working with the world that rejected you. If you do that, amazing things will happen. Yeah, but they. Fuck them. Who cares? Who cares? Let them be they. No problem. Right? The old line says, so I want you guys to know this is not, the old line went this way. The old line says, suit up, show up, and shut up. That's how it used to say it. But not in here. It's not that way in here. It's suit up and show up. Why'd we say that? Because we didn't let people under 30 days talk in meetings. Okay. And I think it needed to be that way then. Now the world's different. So it's a little, the AA meetings are a little more different. We really talk about our feelings and the things going on with us. Okay. It's more, AA for me anyway, and from what I've seen, is gone to an emotional sobriety state, which I think is fantastic, because that's where we really heal, is in that emotional sobriety. Okay. That action is so important that I like to think of it as my motto. I can choose each day to suit up and show up or not. Right? So letting meetings slide is usually the number one thing that starts to happen. No. Go to a meeting every fucking day. Every day, go to a fucking meeting. I'm tired of people saying, "Oh, I can't make it." What? They don't have it. They don't have internet in Mexico. Yes, they do. You can get on a meeting. There are no excuses for this shit anymore. You know, I just went to a gratitude meeting and people were beating up on themselves through gratitude. We can't do that, huh, Chris? Did you see that? It's because we don't feel like we deserve those fucking things, and we do. Everything good that happens to you, even if it is materialistic, was done intentionally. God just gave me a 2005 fucking Mercedes. And it runs really well. I haven't been able to drive it because my brother-in-law wanted to take it to Phoenix because I brought it from my uncle-in-law, and he had told him he could take it, but there were some things wrong with it, right? I didn't really want him taking it because it was my car. I wanted to show it off during Christmas, but I had to think of the safety of my own family, man. And that was I'm like, and then he fixed it up, and now it runs fucking great. And I'll get it when I get it. Look, I slept till 7:30 anyway, so I wasn't driving anywhere. See how we could have good, bad things in our lives, man. We got to look at them the right way, and we've got to be nicer to ourselves. We're almost through this. We're almost through this holiday. You've got it. You've got it. All right. I can choose showing up to meetings starts me toward feeling a part of that meeting. For then I can do what I say I'll do at meetings. I can talk with newcomers and I can share my experience. That's what credibility, honesty, and courtesy really are. Courtesy, I think that is got to be the word in this whole thing. So let's do ourselves a courtesy and let's do others a courtesy and maybe put aside all of our old bullshit so that we can live in brotherhood, so that we can live in sisterhood. I don't even watch the fucking news. I have no idea what's going on. I woke up, I'm like, oh, snow. So that's what credibility, honesty, and courtesy really are. Suiting up and showing up are the concrete actions I take in my ongoing return to normal living. I was also told by my sponsor, because I made the mistake one day of saying, I think I'm just going to go and listen for the next week. And he said, Dion, don't even fucking bother going then. And that's exactly how he said it. Then don't even fucking bother, dude. He got like disgusted. It was funny. All right. He got disgusted. He's like, if they always like to poke at my butt. And he told me, no. If you go to a meeting, you are to speak or don't bother going. Don't bother. Because you're there to share your experience, strength, and hope to help keep you sober. Mm-hmm. And when I talk and I share my experience, strength, and hope at meetings, I tell on myself. Ooh, I tell on myself all the damn time. Why not? I'm a human being. And if you can see me go through these things, then you'll get even more of it. And right? Ooh, hot girls here. Whoo. This is why I don't do them at 9:47. Give me a second here. All right. They're gone. So, ooh, free hot girls. Um, I prefer women and I'm married. So, but thanks for letting us know. Um, yeah, maybe we need to have a topic about sex for past 36 and fun here. I'll get that cleaned up. I tell you, it's not going to happen. I don't get many people on YouTube. I guess I got to go on there and do some stuff. So no biggie. I'm used to that. Isn't that cool? When I first started this, if that would have happened, I would have fucking been livid. Now, nah. I got shit to do. So, all right. Thank you guys for being here, Chris. It was awesome to see you, Kathy. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it. I love you all. Peace out and have a